So I just got a little update for Lee Crawford and Scott Hardie's number 8 outfit. The delay was a suspension change, they said. So hopefully that's all going to be well. But everybody's gone out now for the session. And then we're going to come back when the guys return and check in with them and see how it went.
Well, we've just had some ridiculous luck. We had a very small oil bolt come out and it sheared, and half of it fell out and the other half, I think, fell into the engine because he went out in the next practice and he was flat out down Crawford Hardie straight and 65, 70 psi oil pressure, and all of a sudden we had none. And he stopped it straight away. But you just wouldn't use that engine ever again. You know, it needs a full rebuild. So we've put the number 2 practice engine in, and it seems pretty good. We had a very, very minor problem the other night, which we aired very much on the side of safety. But everybody's obviously in the same boat. We've had 2 sessions cancelled, and I mean, there's some teams that haven't done a single lap. But that's a TT. There's things happen over here that just don't happen on the mainland. So you have to cater for every eventuality. And even then you fall short. But that is the TT. Lee and Scott, they're getting quicker every time they go out, and we'll be there or thereabouts maybe in a couple of years. But it takes a long time to get up to those speeds. But yeah, it's a brilliant place.
The main man himself, Lee Crawford, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Just out for breakfast this morning and ready to go. So hopefully today goes ahead and yeah, we'll get on for it.
Yeah, but on two sessions today, you got the opportunity to get 4 or 5 laps in. Do you think you'll be going for many laps as possible?
Yeah, we've got a plan to do both sessions and do as many laps as we can. Like everyone, we've not had enough laps yet. So yeah, good. Obviously, we've done 1 lap, which is difficult because we've only seen parts of the circuit once. I've seen to Glen Helen 3 times so far, so I've got that nailed. But yeah, after Glen Helen, everything's a little bit of a blur. So we just need to get on and get working on the sectors that we know we're lacking in a bit. So, but no, good first lap, happy, standing start, nearly our personal best actually. And we backed off over the mountain a fair bit, so I know we've got a lot left in the tank for today's session. So.
Fantastic. And I take it the bike's at scrutineering at the moment, is it?
Yeah, I think so, otherwise someone's robbed it off us. But yeah, the lads have took it up there now for pre-checks, so just a bit of chill now until we're ready to go.
Spot on. And it's full tank of juicing for the first session?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not bothered really, it is what it is. As long as all of us are in the same boat, go out with a full tank and see how we get on. I think it'll be a bit of a difference to some speeds out there. You don't really know what people are running, do you? So we've been doing the whole week so far in every session with about 30 litres in the tank every time. So that extra 10 litres ain't really going to make much of a difference, I don't think. The bike's geared and set up for a certain amount of laps for us. So it should be fine.
What a brilliant sidecar racing dynasty the Crawford, Jack. Mike has done it for years. He helped build the engines, tune the engines, and he's a great support in the fact. And of course, helping on the mechanicking side, you've got the legend Tony Baker.
Going well, yeah, we've done a couple of laps already. We're just making slow changes. We come in yesterday, realised that we could make another couple of changes. So this afternoon, we just want to get a good couple of solid laps in. We're going to come back in, put the race engine in, and then we're going to go back out in the afternoon session, get another couple of good solid laps in, and then get ready for Friday, ready for next week.
Great.
Yeah.
And how have they've moved to the Kawasaki, of course, this year, so how have they found that transition?
Yeah, it's been hard, obviously. We've had a couple of teething issues, but we've managed to get on top of it all now. We're ready to go.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, listen, have a great one, and thanks for chatting to us.
They are not the best TT, but they'll be out for the race this afternoon, which would be fantastic to see, of course. He's taken a year out and he's come back with the Kawasaki engine in. One of only 2 outfits to run the Kawasaki this year.
And any one of these last 3 teams here could have been on the podium. But in 5th place, Lee Crawford and Scott Hardie.
Team ARC Lee Crawford, they have another problem during the shakedown lap. Their engine failed, and therefore they've had to rush in the last 24 hours to get another Kawasaki sent over from England to the Isle of Man. They have been flat out working. It has been a marvel. I can't wait to see them out on track. They really deserve a good result today.
Had a little issue, just kept losing voltage for some reason, not sure why. We pulled up with the Crosby, had a look at all the sensors, did what we could do there. Couldn't really find it. So the chap there said, look, the roads are closed now. You can get down to the Costa, the T-junction bit if you want. So we rang the team and said, look, can you come and get us? They said, yeah. Fired it up, it just drove all the way back fine. So we got back, we found the other connection just not quite right. Engine seems absolutely fine this time. Had to go to Hersham yesterday to pick it up, so I'm up to here. But no, we're good. We're good.
The TT life, I suppose it's somewhat glamorous, if that's what you call glamorous, but yeah, it's hard, it's difficult, but we're getting there.
You guys, the lap times, what are you hoping for to get from race 2 today?
A finish.
Yes.
A finish, but by all means, we won't be hanging about.
Yeah.
We won't be hanging about.
Well, I'm excited to see what you guys do. All the best. Thanks so much. Freewheeling.